So in 2025, if your application got refused, and it could be any application, okay, if your application is getting refused, it probably is a good idea to submit a request for reconsideration, barring a few specific applications for which I will talk in a second. So let's say if your visitor visa application is getting refused, study permit applications got refused, or even your permanent residency application got refused. Now, by law, reconsideration is not a legal right. You can always go for a judicial review. But in 2025, if a reconsideration request is being properly made, at least 6 out of 10 times I see IRCC is at least reopening the file. There could be still refusing those applications. That's understandable. But at least if they're being able to reopen the file, okay, and make a reassessment, that's a lot which used to did not almost exist back in 2024 or 2023. I see IRCC is also making a ton of mistakes in a lot of applications with their assessments, and therefore they are probably taking that extra step to reconsider the file. Please be mindful of the fact that number one, reconsideration is not your legal right. Therefore, IRCC reserves the right even completely ignore your reconsideration request. Also keep in mind that you cannot and should not submit multiple reconsideration requests. If you're submitting a reconsideration request after a file getting refused, please ensure that the reconsideration request is challenging IRCC that they have made a mistake with regards to the implementation of the law or the fact, and both law or fact. Okay, please do not be emotional with your reconsideration request, because that is not going to work with IRCC. We have to understand how the laws work and how the laws are being implemented. As long as you are able to prove that on the balance of probabilities, IRCC has probably made an error with an implementation of law or fact, or both law and fact, IRCC would probably reopen the file and would probably make a decision. If you need our help with, first of all, assessment of the situation, whether this event calls for a reconsideration, and then you can take a decision whether to proceed with that or not, you can always book professional consultation through the website. I'll be happy to help.